is not new. It is commonly used today. In a lot of proactive movements, language gets created. This was created many, many years ago. You can do any kind of search in Google. It's very common. Any kind of organizations that deal with reproductive rights or sexual health information, both governmental and also independent grassroots organizations do use this term. We didn't invent this term. As for the exact wording or definition of anti-choice that is in the amended motion, that was actually pulled together from a variety of student input, and it also was built by all the members of the Constitutional and Policy Review Committee. So, there you go.
Supplemental? Do you have another supplemental question? Okay.
I just have a question. I haven't really been following this issue, but I was just I was just wondering why this issue has been raised all of a sudden at this time when abortion really is a main issue in regards to a large spectrum of issue. Why you felt to take a position on this at this time?
Sure. Well, I mean, this year is the 30th anniversary of the Women's Center, which is a great thing here at Carleton. We have one of the oldest women's centers in the country. So the one thing is that we were going through our copy material and come up with a lot of stuff. And the one thing that we were just commenting on lightly was it's interesting that we don't have any policy that does mandate that our organization is pro-choice. We are part of CFS, however, we're local one, and CFS policy clearly outlines that it's a pro-choice organization. So that was just something interesting. But however, the exact reason that this kind of incident has come up at this time is to specifically do with an event that happened on campus. So about in October, there was an anti-choice event that promoted some ideas that, and specifically the idea that elective abortion should be made illegal again. The outcomes of the event affected a lot of Carleton students. And me in my capacity as Vice President of Student Services, I oversee the Women's Center, and I also see a lot of students. So I had a lot of students come to my office who really were upset by that event, upset by the ideas brought forth at that event, and were really concerned. This issue was also discussed in the Women's Collective, which is actually now a feminist collective. It's open to all members of the Carleton community, both male and female, and it's actually an issue that has been discussed since September. But when the event happened in October, assessments and comments were really clarified, and real concerns in place were brought forth, and the Women's Center Collective moved that we should create a policy and put it forth to council to consider putting in our policies that we are pro-choice and that we do not support any anti-choice actions.
I understand a lot of it. I'm just kind of curious as to if you just prior you had mentioned that you had written one of the main reasons that you wrote this policy was because your father organization, I don't remember what it's called.
Canadian Federation of Students.
Had that in their policy?
That's not the reason. That was just a sidebar.
Okay, so that had nothing to do with it. Okay, I'm just kind of curious because it sounded like it did have.
No, it specifically had to do with the complaints that I received around an anti-choice event on campus, and also the request from the feminist collective of the Women's Center to bring forth such a motion to council. As a student representative, I represent students, and I asked them they would have to.
My name is Helen Choi, and I'm a student at Carleton University. Just for clarification's sake, can CUSA clarify the advocacy role of the student union, which seeks to protect the safety and rights of students, please?
Yeah, I can clarify that. I was looking to Katie for our Stay Safe policy, but
The We're going to answer that in 2 points. Why CUSA has to respect and defend the rights of students, and then what we do to do that. The first thing is, we have to act out against any kind of discrimination or infringement on students' rights as per our policy and constitution. We have very strong policy regarding non-discrimination and harassment on the basis of sex, race, gender identity, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we do take that seriously. How we do that is we make sure that students have ability and opportunity to organize. So one of the best ways that we do that is through our service centers, which represent the different constituency groups that we have here at Carleton, such as women, queer students, international students, et cetera. The other thing is we do have operational policies, such as safe space policy, which we do teach and train people in CUSA trainings, which everybody is welcome to come to, that basically outline what happens or what you can do to make sure that student space is really student space. It's not a kind of consensus-based system that if everybody is confident and comfortable in a room, then we can continue having discussion or doing anything. However, if someone is upset regarding an issue, there are proactive steps that we can take to modify or assist our fellow students in making sure that everyone feels that they have a space that they can go that's free from discrimination, where they can express themselves.
Sorry, just for convenience, if you're coming towards the microphone, please have your candidate card in the end. The attendants are trying to just verify Carleton students to help them to meet their knowledge.
Here's my problem. It's not with the motion. All right. With your response to, I believe, the person 2 months back, what event, what type of event was it that burned this? Sorry.
Sure. It was a public discussion on campus. It was put forth as a debate, but that is up to individuals who attended to decide. During this event, there were speakers who spoke to the merits and stood the motion with the idea that elective abortion should be made illegal. I say elective because abortion is never elective, it's medically necessary. The other thing is there was extreme graphic imagery used during this event with the purpose of intimidating women. There was also women who openly spoke about their abortions were belittled and harassed after the event, and that was the event. Oh, and also graphic literature was distributed through.
Okay, so follow-up would be, so I would recap some of what you would say, but going beyond that, so if this comes from a debate which had a pro-life speaker and 2 pro-choice speakers there, one from Choice Canada and one from Planned Parenthood. My question is then, why